I'm a person who has one of my big characteristics is I enjoy helping other people and I enjoy trying to make a better world. So one of the things that the festival does is, and I do this in my own private teaching, is explore what came before me and hopefully we could build together what's going to come next. And you can't really do that without some knowledge, what I call the oral history of sound and understanding of what, as I said, came before and what's coming after. I used to teach a course at Eastman for many years called Transition from Student to Teacher, and I think it was a very successful and important course because it turned the tables so that the student became the teacher and had to figure out, okay, how do you write a cover letter? How do you write a good CV? How do you get a job? How do you go to an interview? How do you give a successful master class? How do you talk to an audience and turn them on? How do you get students fired up and ready to go? But I think that, it's not just, teaching isn't just about, okay, this is one interpretation of this piece or this is a good fingering. It's a much bigger picture. So if a student comes in and plays a piece one way, my job is to show them another way, or maybe 5 or 6 other ways. So they begin to turn these ideas over and make their own voice and their own future and their own picture and become their own artist. We're not, as an educational system in the United States, we don't actually help people transition from after they complete their degree to the next step. We just assume that they'll be able to mix all this together and go out and be successful. But it's very complicated because we live in a very complicated world now. So even if you win a competition and you play a series of concerts, that doesn't mean you're going to be able to sustain a career. I mean, you have to kind of learn all of these different things just the way you learned everything else. One of the things that I wanted to do was to have a festival that could really follow my own dreams. And USF is a wonderful new school with wonderful facilities. They're open in the summertime. And the reason I wanted to start my own 501c3 and do it myself is so that I wouldn't have a boss. So I could really do different kinds of classes and kind of events, free concerts, all these things that are much harder to do in a more formal, traditional setting. Well, RPPF is for the serious piano student who's in college or just started college or who's 18 and who really wants to make a career in music. It's definitely not like a camp. It's very strenuous. The level is very high. Students come from all over the world. So it's really for somebody who really expects to have a life in music, and it's a little bit like a Turkish bazaar because we have a huge faculty. Everybody gets tons of lessons with distinguished faculty from all over, and it gives them a wide perspective of the kinds of lessons they can have. They can explore through these teachers which school might be best, and they rub shoulders with their own peers from all over the world. And believe it or not, when you're around a lot of people, we've got about 50 people total between faculty and students, you pick up a lot of information, and it's piano, 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 so we're not distracted. So it's very wonderful. There's a lot of life-changing things that go on for everybody. I just have that passion. It's built into my DNA, and I am in contact with people that have it, and I'm in contact with people that don't have it so much. You can cultivate it for sure, but you have to really have a vision. You have to have something you really want to do. And some people are that way about everything. I'm a passionate gardener. I'm passionate, about taking beautiful sunrise and sunset pictures. I'm passionate about piano, and I'm really passionate about helping people, and I think I'm passionate about cooking. It's just who I am.